Well, as your kids get older, you quickly realize that your ability to help them when it comes to their homework, gets a little tougher.
A lot tougher sometimes. Then imagine throwing a learning disability into the mix. Thankfully, there is help. Happening in your community is a great event to benefit the Children's Dyslexia Center of East Central Illinois. Here with us are Donna Hoffman and Sean McBride, who have more information about the center and an event that's designed to raise money. So first of all, thanks for being here. Let's talk for a second for those who don't know about what dyslexia is and how it shows up in our kids and adults for that matter.
Well, dyslexia is something that's been around for a long, long time and wasn't necessarily widely recognized until recent years. The Children's Dyslexia Center of East Central Illinois does offer free tutoring for families that have children with dyslexia all across the East Central region of Illinois. The center's been operating since 2008 in the Masonic Temple in Danville. It's one of 55 such centers that are located across what's known as the Northern Masonic jurisdiction of the United States of America, which is basically the East Coast and Midwest states. It's the main charitable cause of the Scottish Rite Freemasons, which is one of the branches of the Masonic fraternity or the Masonic Lodge. Some of the other branches, like the Shriners, have the children's hospitals. Scottish Rite does the free tutoring for children that have dyslexia.
Well, let's talk a little bit about what dyslexia looks like, because families out there, they may have children who are experiencing some issues at school or at home. So let's kind of go through some of those warning signs, or maybe things you should be looking for when it comes to recognizing dyslexia. What should we be looking for?
They really struggle to read. My son was diagnosed, and we figured out, I thought that he was just being lazy. He could not read. And so he was tested in the school in first grade to determine that he had a learning disability, but there was nothing they could do in the way of helping him with his dyslexia. So I found the center when he was in third grade, and he went from failing to being on honor roll after going through the program.
That's wonderful.
Some of it
saved him.
Just flipping letters is part of it, right? Like where you swap things out. I'm sure that's an oversimplification, but
yeah, basically what it is your brain is wired differently. Most people read in the back part of the brain, I believe, and a dyslexic reads in the front part, or I don't remember.
Or the other way around.
The other way around.
Yeah.
And so they can't form their, they struggle to find the words. And so the Orton Gillingham program that they put them through teaches them to read their way, the way that they can understand.
Obviously, you guys are doing great work through this organization, but it takes money to do that great work. You have an event coming up that's designed to raise some of that money. Tell us about that.
Sure. We do have to raise a minimum of about $50,000 locally on an annual basis. We do get some matching funds from the Dyslexia Center Corporation in Lexington, Massachusetts. But we do several fundraising events annually. One of the main ones is the annual comedy show, which this one's coming up this coming weekend, November 8th and 9th, and that'll be held at the Knights of Columbus Hall in Danville.
And it's going to feature a Springfield comedian as well as a buddy, Larry Smith. So is this guy pretty funny?
I think Larry's actually might be the opening act. Jeremy Nunez is the main comedian. He is from the Springfield area. He is a former small-town mayor. I've never had the opportunity to see him myself yet, but I understand he does a very entertaining show. It's a family-oriented show. And
here's a look at
it'll be a lot of fun.
And tickets are available now and at the door, I'm assuming?
Absolutely.
Get a hold of them. Sponsorships
are available. You can call the Children's Dyslexia Center at 446-9377.
Okay.
And tickets are also available at the door, and sponsorships are available for corporations, individuals, groups, whatever.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, best of luck.
Yeah, and we're glad your son found the help he needed to be successful. That's
fantastic.
Wonderful. For a look at how you can learn more about the services of the Children's Dyslexia Center of East Central Illinois, we'll have a look at their website on, there it is. We'll give it to you right now. And we'll also share it on Say a Living's Facebook page.